In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this repair right here. Now, what is it? It's chipped veneer. It's missing veneer. And many of you expressed a desire to know, well, how to go about replacing veneer that's chipped off of furniture. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how it's done. Coming up next. Now what we need to do is we need to make a template, and what we're going to do is we're going to make a template using tape. Now I'm going to take this masking tape and I'm going to just tear off a spot here long enough to cover our repair area. So I'm going to just lay that like so and smooth it out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my thumb to crease the indentation here, just like that. Crease that indentation. Now we also have a second repair area here on the corner, and we're going to be doing the exact same thing. Okay, we've got our masking tape here, and if you can see, there's a little bit of a ridge, all right? It's that ridge we want to run a pencil along. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this carpenter's pencil just like this, and I'm going to run it right on the edge. Right all the way down, just like that. And just for a point of reference, I'm going to run a line just like this as well. Now I'm repeating the process with the other repair, but I'm using a pen here. Just know you don't have to use a pencil, you can use a pen as well. Once you have your template outlined, you just want to remove it. So we're going to remove it like this. And just that quickly, folks, we have our template. Next, what I have to do is I have to find a veneer that I feel is going to match our existing veneer. And so I'm just going to lay down some veneer samples until I find something that I feel matches. Now, I want you to notice the grain pattern here because that's what we're going to try to match. And so I found a piece of veneer here. I kind of like the way the veneer looks right here. And we're going to use this piece and see if we can match this pattern a little bit. So we take our tape and we place it over the area that, well, we're trying to match. Okay, we'll place it just like so. Now it's time for us to cut out our veneer, and we're just going to follow the lines on our template. Take my knife and I just take my time. I make a series of light cuts. And there we go. Okay, so we're going to do a dry fit. Now we've got a little bit overlapping the edge. I did that intentionally because we're just going to trim that up. But notice how we're following the grain pattern. I was able to pick up the grain pattern here, and that's going to really help disguise this repair. Once you've got your repair area dry fitted, like this here, you want to take a piece of tape and you're going to lay it across like this. Make certain it's nice and secure. You want to create a little hatch like that. Now to attach our veneer, we're going to use CA glue. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold our little door back. There we go. And I'm going to spread this out. Okay, that's good. Okay, I've got it covered really nicely. But I want to spray a little activator so that it sets up quickly. And I'm going to spray it on the mating piece. And now I'm just going to fold it down. We're just going to remove our tape because our veneer is glued down solidly. Now it's time to trim this up a little bit. If you remember, I overlapped it slightly. Now I'm just going to cut it back and make it nice and flush with the sides. Now to do that, I'm just going to flip it over. Now I've got it backed against something nice and solid here, and I'm just going to take a utility knife and make a nice straight cut. Now I'm just going to take some sandpaper and just lightly go over the edges. Now I'm going to hit the top here to even it out a little bit, and I'm using 180 sandpaper. Now what we're looking for is a nice smooth transition from the new to the old. And once you achieve that, well, then you're ready to stain it. And make certain that it conforms. Now what I have here is furniture and floor paint, and I'm going to use this paint to disguise the repairs that I made. This way, you know, it's not going to be obvious to the eye. Now mixing, blending, and brushing the paint on, it takes a little experimenting. Don't be surprised if you don't get it right the first, second, and even sometimes the third time. Disguising a repair so it's not obvious to the eye, it just takes some practice. I'll place a link in the description below to all the materials used in today's video. I'm going to take 600 grit sandpaper, dull this a little bit. So next, I'm just going to apply my wipe-on poly. This is Leah saying you can do this. See you next time.